Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is D-Free, and in this video we're going to go ahead and use this Hybrid Saiyan team as currently constructed. So for today's question of the day, let me know which team you have that formulates the most HP, whether it's a category team or a mono team, whatever, depending on the units that you individually have, and what that number is. How high can you get your HP stat? So right now I'm using one of the more better teams that I personally have. Really what it comes down to is any leader that has 170% can kind of get pretty high, especially for me, like, having like the units that I have available. But really the 170% HP leader skill boosts are just that insane. And of course Gohan is no exception. He is one of those units that has that. So this is the team that we have right now. Aside from that, it comes down to the overall stats, which ideally LRs would be the best ones to be on the team because they have typically the best stats to deal with as far as HP is concerned. And then of course duplicates and Rainbow Star and all that stuff. All of that factors in. So basically a full LR team, and I'm able to get almost 600k HP, which to me is just insane, to be honest. It's like, remember when we were looking at LR Piccolo, like, dang, his leader skill is really good, 100% or whatever it is. No stats or anything else other than HP, no key, but still, it was really good. And now we're in a position where, potentially we have the option to get this high on HP to where there's just nothing in the game, if you can formulate a team like this, that is. And of course, I'm not trying to speak for everybody, I'm just speaking more in a general sense because I know that not everybody has the luxury. But in a general sense, again, there's nothing in the game that a team with this much HP can't last through, basically. I don't really think there's anything like that. Now, of course, they do have events like the Extreme Z Awaken that make it really hard because you do a lot less damage, you take a lot more damage, and of course they really, where they get you is the fact that you can't use items, to be honest. But otherwise, aside from that, I mean, there's really nothing, and it's different. It's interesting to think about. So hopefully that's some food for thought for you guys. We're gonna start off by giving you those. This Gohan right here is honestly not that great, but it is what it is. I'm gonna give him a chance to get a super off. You know what really screws him is that he doesn't have shocking speed. If he had shocking speed, it will be really good, but since he doesn't, that really just hurts him and requisitely hurts the rest of the units on the teams. This fat, yep, I knew it. It does hurt the other units on the team because, of course, this would have been an Ultra Super, for example, if he had, shocking speed. Okay, so can we get a crit, though, Gohan? Can we get that crit? Oh, we did get a crit, so that's pretty cool. Can we get additional? No? Okay. Of course not, right? So also, I did summon the final Mighty Mask. I tweeted about it. Guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter, check out down below in the description. Follow your boy on Twitter or other social media. Join my Discord, etc. It should be all down there. But nonetheless, to my point, I tweeted about the fact that I do now have the final dupe for the LR Mighty Mask because I did pull him on the legendary banner. And, so that being said, I'm pretty close to having that unit maxed out. Don't have it done yet. Just kind of need the orbs, but pretty close. So that's pretty awesome, man, to be honest. So, all right. So we're going to finish this guy off with Trunks. Father! All right, 656. The cool thing about this team, though, is that 2 free-to-play LRs, technically. Gohan, he's kind of hard to get, but still in-game unit, so don't at me about it. Nonetheless, I always have to say that type of stuff because people always kind of get, like, nitpicky. So, sorry. But anyways, nonetheless, units that are given out in-game, the Gohan and the Trunks, it's funny because they make it onto this team, and it's like, I think that Trunks is probably a better unit, with everything aside from the leader skill, but it's still interesting to me that those guys can be in consideration for this team because they actually round out the full LR team aside from the Gohan leader anyway, because there are no other LRs that you can put on this team right now. In the future, yeah, but right now there's no one else. So that's pretty interesting to me. All right, 3 million. Can we get a crit, though? We got the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. I guess technically. This unit, like, really makes me think about, like, the transformation mechanic / awakening mechanic that UI Goku and those guys got. Almost like it was a demo for something like that. It kind of makes me think that they had the idea in mind, which I guess is possible, right? And they were like, yeah, we'll do it. But then they were like, we kind of don't want to do it. Then they're like, yeah, no, we'll do it. And then they wound up doing it, so I don't know. I'll give you those. You really have type disadvantage. I'm going to assume that with the Gohan here, you should be pretty tanky. Yeah. Gohan is like the perfect floater for this team. Just the defense off rotation. I wish he would have given offense increase or even a key increase of 2 or something like that. But being an off rotation floater is insane. The defense amount that these 2 Trunks had is wild. Also, and I figured that that guy would finish it off. Also, too, like the fact that this leader skill also boosts defense. That's what I was talking about with longevity, because it would be one thing if it boosted HP and attack, which would be what I would prefer, to be honest, in 130 to defense, but it is what it is. But this one's HP and defense 170, 130 attack. So that's kind of how this breaks down, and it just, again, leads to more longevity, more survivability. So, of course, I'm going to move this unit over here to the middle. We are just getting legendary power all over the place. That's pretty awesome, too. Gohan is actually going to get a super, maybe. Maybe. Possibly. Also, you know, another team, or a few other teams that can get pretty... Oh, we got a dodge! Pretty high HP totals. Again, would be all the 170s. You know, Potara has to be there, too, especially if you have the LR cards. Potara has to be there. ROG has to be another category that's pretty good. Pure Saiyans, of course. I was looking at Pure Saiyans. I was debating doing that team, but I didn't really want to use the LR Goku free-to-play one. I just didn't want to. Additional attack here. Can we get a crit, though? But I might come back and do it, though. Also, oh, we got another dodge. Let's go on. That level 5 is coming in clutch. Also, too, like, some of the Extreme Z Awakens, like Extreme Z Awaken Goku, the SS3, he's really, really good. He has a lot of HP. Same for the Broly. I assume Cell too, but they actually were among like the top 5 HPs at 100%. Well, they're at 100% among all the units. So they would have been on my teams, and it wouldn't have been a full LR team had I done like Pure Saiyan, because I would have put, I think both of those were towards the top 5 or so. I don't know. And again, it just depends on what units you have and how much potential system said units have in them, I guess. But still. All right, Omega, we're going to start off with a bang there. And I'm going to actually give you those and then give Gohan these on the back end. We're all good. Triple LR rotation. Again, it would just be so much better if that Gohan had shocking speed, especially because he's not good enough to be on rotation. I mean, if you want to get technical, ideally I would have Trunks and Gohan together, the summonable Trunks along with Gohan on rotation, to be honest, just because this free-to-play one doesn't have he doesn't have shocking speed or the prepare for battle link. He only has rebirth, so I'm getting less key for the summonable LR Trunks, which both at 100%, the summonable one is better. So that's kind of where things kind of screw myself a little bit. But to be fair, since that free one doesn't have shocking speed, that's the best rotation for him. It's just not the best rotation for the other Trunks. Since it doesn't have shocking speed or prepare for battle, which this team is all shocking speed aside from those 2 free units, that's just a instance in which they start shafting units for links, and I really hate when they do that, but they do it kind of often. You know, some of the free like SSRs have had pretty solid links, I would say, though. Like Kaioken, Goku, and stuff. Some of them have some pretty solid links where they could purposely go out of their way to leave a link or 2 off, but they didn't. Okay. So can we get a crit here? That's what I want to see. I want to see one shot. Oh, yeah, there we go. Got exactly what I wanted. This unit is so awesome. Such a good unit, man. Such a good unit. I really enjoy LR Mighty Mass / Goten and Trunks. We're also in a position where we can get... I want to try this with Trunks. I really want to see if summonable Trunks can get the crit here, to be honest. I wasn't going to try this, but I really want to see it because we're going to be getting the Dokkan attack. We're insanely close to it. There's no reason why we won't get it. He's not going to get the Ultra Super, unfortunately, but I still want to see if he can, finish off this guy. Because, of course, we know Trunks has the built-in critical hits in his passive. And we'll see what happens here. Of course, type disadvantage and all. All right, got to make sure I get as many of these as I can. All right, we're good. So all 7 are clicked. By the way, if you guys love LRs, make sure you do punch that like button on the video. And if you didn't check out the full Bauer LR team, most powerful, shout out to C-React. A lot of people caught the reference. Most powerful full LR team. You see the image on the right-hand side of the screen alongside my summons. We did not get a crit, but those will be on the final 20 seconds of this video. So click through to the final 20 seconds if you want to check those out. Or wait until then, of course. All right, 637. Okay. So not enough, but the Gohan might finish it off. I think it's within, realm of possibility that the Gohan does. It's not that far away, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think he had that much HP to where Gohan wouldn't finish him. I mean, if there's one thing that's going on here, the Gohan isn't catered to at all in this setup. It does not favor the Gohan in any way, so he's not really doing much. I am going to break this chain. You know what? I've been trending towards max HP the entire time without using an item or anything. Let me see if I can no items run this. I'm pretty sure I can, just because of the sheer amount of HP that I have. So I guess I won't use an item to break this. I was going to be honest, but I guess I won't. How much defense does this Gohan have? 61k, because unlike LR Gohan, I think he actually gets some sort of defensive boost. I could be wrong. I'd have to double check, but I just don't care enough to. There goes that OP passive. You know the cool thing about Goten and Trunks, and then we also have Gohan there too, those two summonable LRs on this rotation, they are two of, if not the most self-sufficient LRs. You know, from recent memory, I can't really think. I don't recall if Beerus has something in there, you know, that allows him to be more self-sufficient. I have to double check. I know that Bardock does. You know, he gets the extra key, I believe, when he's facing 2 or more enemies or something like that. Again, something else I'd have to double check. But these two are just so good. And then, of course, we have LR Vegeta Blue, who's kind of got the same passive as Mighty Mask 2. But just these are two of the most self-sufficient ones for sure. I wish you would crit on the super attack, Gohan. At least your dodge is in full effect in this video. So I guess, man, he really wants to dodge attacks. Like he's like not getting hit at all. So I'll take it, man. It is what it is. All right, so we're gonna give you those and Trunks, whatever. I mean, you can just have the blues on the left. It is what it is. We will have LR Mighty Mask and Goten again next round, of course. I don't think that they would be necessary though. I really don't, but we're gonna have to find out. But I don't think they're gonna be necessary. I think we're gonna finish it. Never mind. Never mind. I guess it's possible though. I mean, if we got a crit in the middle, then for sure. It's just the lack of the Ultra Supers right now is kind of hurting. Okay, can we get the crit or the additional super? I guess neither. Gotcha. What about you? Is your burning attack gonna work? Oh, there's the crit, but it's not strong enough. Great. Great. Oh, there's another super. Thanks, man. That's going to do some good damage because you're going to reduce my defense. 96. Cool. Thanks, man. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen there. Kappa. Okay. So for now, I mean, that's obviously self-explanatory. Get the Ultra Super. Hopefully we get SS3 so we can just humiliate this guy. I want to do a lot of damage. Okay. Of course not. That's right. It's just base form. If it's base form, then you don't get SS3 at all. And of course, we don't even get the crit. I wonder if I'm gonna run this all the way through. I guess I might as well since we're here, right? Because it's been a while since I played through the entire event. I don't typically care to anymore. I used to. I don't care to anymore. But we'll go through the entire thing because why not? Okay, so we have this rotation, which is what I was saying was actually one of the better ones I should have been trying to get anyway. Ideally, though, Gohan would have been in the middle, but I just didn't want to put Trunks in the far left. But he would have been able to, Gohan would have been able to, that is, get Fierce Battle as well. And this team, the only way Gohan LR gets Fierce Battle, you know, is with the leader. There's no other unit on this team that has Fierce Battle. Typically, the LRs are starting to only exclusively have, for the most part anyway, most of them, only exclusively having the, you know, shattering the limit link for the most part. I know, I think Bardock, or not Bardock, I know he had Rebirth. I think Beerus got Fierce Battle, but most of them, like I said, they're getting shafted with shafting the limit. But it's not that big of a deal. I like it on the LR cards because they need the extra key, and that 2 key helps. Like, it really does. Okay, so Trunks, free to play. There you go. Wow. Barely got the Ultra Super. You know what I was going to do is this, but I'm not going to do it this turn. I'll do it... I'll do it next time because I wanted to get the full like free-to-play like rotation, I guess, kind of going. In-game, I should say, not free-to-play. I should say in-game unit. Not that they don't mean the same thing, but again, like I said earlier, nitpicky. Okay. Uh, 38. That's not too bad. That's really nothing, to be honest. Nothing at all. 2.5. Okay, yeah, that was not expected, but of course we will we'll accept it because I mean it wasn't expected, but we'll take it. Okay, so Gohan, you are definitely going the first slot, but you know what? Honestly, I want to get Fierce Battle. I really want to get Fierce Battle badly, and I want to see if this Gohan can basically one-shot. So I'm not going to give him a super. This is going to barely be an Ultra Super. Like, literally, I think exactly an Ultra Super because that passive is so good. Yeah, it is. That passive, like I was saying, is one of the most busted passives. It always has been. But especially on a team like this where you really need that extra, like, 1 or 2 or 3 keys sometimes, that helps a lot. Okay, can you one-shot, though? Can we get a crit or something? Additional, we got an additional earlier. Can we get something? I didn't give him any level 3 dodge because he already had the free level 5, so he has 11 and 15 split right now. Or something like that. And, of course, we didn't finish him. But the good news is he doesn't take anything back because, I mean, type advantage and all. Gohan, now's your chance. Show us you're not useless, aside from being the leader. Of course. Of course. Oh, double. Crit, even. Okay, cool. That was like a collective like 800k, I guess. Gohan like doesn't hit very hard. You know, one of the things I'm going to be doing soon, though, is I'm going to be doing a full Gohan team again. I was going to do it recently, but then I saw that Future Gohan was coming out. So that'll be one of the things that are on my to-do list. I have the full Trunks team already recorded. Just been waiting on a thumbnail to get made for it. Otherwise, it will be out already. I was supposed to have somebody make one for me, but I guess I'll have to do it myself. But otherwise, like I said, it would have been out already. Okay, so Trunks will get the job done here in the middle. All right, 124. Okay, so this is a weird rotation because it's really not super great, as you can see anyway. I will give you those. It is what it is, because it also is what it is because I'm saying it a million times. Hashtag Krillin it. It is what it is in the comments, please and thank you. I don't want to use any items, so I'm just gonna keep going. If I lose, I lose, and we'll just kind of just call it, you know, like it is what it is, you know. Like, I'm trying to just keep going, so we'll see what happens. Mm, 66. Okay, we're good. It wasn't enough. I haven't gotten back up towards max HP like I was earlier on, and of course the game has kind of slowed me down too, because the event has picked up in difficulty, I guess, a little bit. So that's another thing that's kind of happening here, but still, it's not that big of a deal, but it has picked up in difficulty a little bit, and it's slowing down how fast I can kind of blitz through the event. And also, hopefully this rotation, because there's a possibility that if I get crits and stuff, this rotation can finish this guy off with type advantage and all that, so we'll see. And there it is. All right, there it is. Literally, we'll see, huh? Instantly happens. Instantly happens. Okay. That was really not expected, but of course, I will take it. So let's move on to the next round. And we're now taking on Frieza, of course. I do wonder if Frieza can deal with this. I don't think he can. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to actually, you know, it's another one of those situations where I don't necessarily need Fierce Battle, but it's available, so might as well try to get it. And this time around, I can get more orbs, so he'll be a lot better. Also, really close to that Dokkan attack. I didn't even realize. So I'll get it next turn for sure. So that's pretty awesome. I'm going to try to get it with... Oh, you know what? The next phase is an STR round, so that's pretty good. I'm going to try to get it with Trunks if he's there. He should be there. Like Gotenks, or I guess Mighty Mask, or Goten and Trunks, whatever. They're out there critical hitting a lot. Oh, that wasn't even them. Whoops. That was... Oh, my God. That was a big old derp. That was a big derp. Whoopsie. But I guess the statement is still true, though, nonetheless, because they have gotten an opportunity to do a lot of super attacks. It's kind of one of those things where my brain was thinking ahead because I wanted to say that because I knew they were coming out. Never mind. It is what it is. Ah, again. It's been a while since I've adapted a phrase for a video, I guess. But now we're doing it again. And this is partly because we're extending the video by taking on these other stages that I don't typically play very often anymore. All right. All 7. Can we get a crit? Come on. Give me that crit. There. Oh, my goodness. I did not expect 6 million. Holy freak, man. I was expecting a normal, like, 3, you know, things like 6? Over 6 million damage, huh? Who's ready for the was he worth the orbs? I guess were they worth the orbs, right? 6 million? Holy crap, that caught me off guard. That woke me up. I was not expecting that. Okay. We're just shy. I'm going to have to do this. Sorry, free-to-play Trunks. I need that extra key. There's the Ultra Super. Freaking hate that. I freaking hate that he doesn't have shocking speed at all. The thing about Trunks and Gohan is that they have shocking speed and prepare for battle. You know, while the other one on the end just has shattering the limit, which is another link that the summonable one has, but, like, come on. Summonable one, low-key, has a lot of freaking key links. And they're all, a lot of them are unnecessary. Well, I don't want to say unnecessary, but kind of redundant, I guess. Which is not a bad thing, it's just kind of redundant. So crits are just flying left and right. Everything we're doing is a critical hit at this point. That's insane. I'm still juiced about the critical hit on the Dokkan attack, though. That was the highlight for me. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to give this to Mighty Mask and Goten. I'm going to give them this. Just so I can get the triple supers here. And we got the double defense buff from the two Gohans. Unfortunately, this Gohan, if he gets supered, he'll take a lot of damage regardless, because he's not using the Janemba-like passive to where he blocks hits with type advantage, technically. So, okay, so he's going to get hit pretty hard. Pretty close to like 85 to 100K. 118, yeah, there it is. Despite the passive increase, the greatly reducing defense, it's really, 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 really good when it's used against you, but not when you use it. It's just not good when you use it, but if the computer uses it, it's really good. Also, I was back up at max HP, so that really did absolutely nothing. Next time I get a triple Gohan rotation, I'll, if it happens, or a double Gohan rotation, I mean, I'll check out the defensive stats, because I'm pretty sure that Mighty Mask, Goten, and Trunks, they're probably over 150K defense on this setup. Probably. I should have checked it. Next time I will. All right, Trunks. Gohan can basically get an Ultra Super if I do this in one shot if I put him in the first slot, but I don't really care to. Legendary Power! Gohan will still get the Ultra Super there. Kind of shafted this Gohan because those could have been orbs for him. Also for the Dokkan meter and the same orb regeneration, I guess. But with a team like this, at this point, it really doesn't matter. So I was going to say it again, by the way. I didn't get around to it. Trust me, it was coming. It was there. It was coming. So Frieza got decimated, and it was no difficulty at all. What event is this? It's not SS3 because he's on the other boss rush. Gogeta's on the one prior. Oh, this is Vegito. Oh, yeah. You know what? Typically, Vegito's event is probably one of the easier ones just because using Fierce Battle, in my opinion, is such a stupid restriction. But this team doesn't have a lot of Fierce Battle, so it's going to be like sheer output. We'll see. Oh, hey, for once, this Trunks gets the passive. Oh, my goodness. That's probably like the first time he's got it the whole video. I didn't even think about that. He's been like kind of just probably underwhelming because he's not been getting it. But here it is. Not going to be super whelming, I guess, but it is what it is again. And 1.5 against the STR LR Goku art. And he gets the double attack. So will he sweep the round? Unfortunately, he doesn't get the crit. Unfortunately. Watch them get the crit, though. Watch them do it. Watch them do it. I'm certain. Oh, they didn't? Okay, cool. I was going to say, watch them do it, just seriously. Because, like, you know, all those crits have been flying around from them specifically as if they got, like, higher than a level freaking 15 crit. Which they have 15 crit. Okay. I will keep these two on rotation just for the Fierce Battle. Like, literally for Fierce Battle. Gohan is actually useful for the first time in the video. You know what? This is a funny rant. I'm happy I made it through this end because we got to see a couple things. We got to see Gohan actually be useful, right? We also got to see Trunks finally get his passive. So there are a couple of things that happened there that I didn't expect. So I'm excited for this. All right, so Gohan in the middle, of course, will probably wind up one-shotting. That's just kind of is what it is. At this point, I'm saying it on purpose. I'm just finding ways to mix it in there. All right, finish him! Oh, Orido. First time I said that in the video, though. Oh, you one shot. Oh, you one shot, though. One shot, though. One shot, though. Oh, man. Oh, he double attack, which isn't going to finish him, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Double attack. Normal attacks at this point are just OP, man. And this isn't even under 170. Of course, that's the best team this Gohan can be on, by the way, at this point. And, you know, there is the Majin Buu Saga, which also is a 170 HP and defense one, I believe. 130 attack, like this guy. Seems the teams that have a lot more options are the ones that get the 130 attack increase. I really don't like that, but I guess. Oh, man, but to my point, I mean, we're still seeing these guys hit that hard on normal attacks. You know, basically under traditional mono type color leads, you know, percentage increases of 120. We're only 10% stronger per liter at 130, so it's not even like we're under like a 200% leader, right? Speaking of 200%, when we get 200% HP leaders, this team's gonna be like what, over friggin' like 640k HP? That is insane, bro. That is ridiculous. That makes literally no sense. Oh, hey! I like that super attack. Isn't that the one that the LR Vegeta Blue has? I think so. Like, pre-awaken, of course. I think there might be like 2 or 3 Vegetos that have that super attack. That variation of the Big Bang attack. I really don't like when Big Bang attack, for that matter, is a stream instead of a blast. But that's just me, I guess. Leave a like if you agree. By the way, 84,000 defense for the Gohans on the left and right, and then in the middle, Gohan at 100k without even getting a defensive increase. You know, that unit is so good, and I've raved about him already in the video, so I'm not going to keep doing it. And he's aged pretty well, but he doesn't have any sort of defense. I can't help but wonder how the future for that unit will be, and you know, how good he'll actually be, especially for somebody that doesn't have any duplicates in him, to give him more potential defense. So without a situation where he has support on rotation with him, he might wind up taking a lot of damage in the future because, you know, he wasn't Gohan like the first summonable LR. I think so, yeah, pretty sure. Since then, most of them, honestly, most of them have some ability for defense, like some capacity for being able to tank pretty well. And Gohan just doesn't. I mean, you know, there's Broly, who's just, you know, he's Broly. He even loses his defense, so I'm not even going to talk about him. And then there's Mighty, I guess, Majin Vegeta. He doesn't have it either. I guess that first generation, the 90% ones, aside from Trunks, who gets defense via the super attack, so it's still better than nothing, but it's still not that great. But, I mean, he stacks. But it's only for 3 turns. I wish that was a 6-turn stack, if anything. And then, of course, the only one that really, aside from Trunks, has defense is of course, the LR Goku Black and Zamasu. But Gohan, I mean, this guy gets 3 turns, like I said. There's only really Trunks and Goku Black. Otherwise, they're all offense only. And that really shows how this game has progressed and how they've changed their mentality on these units and formulating these units and building them up. Because, like I said, I've said it several times, but they've been focusing on making these units more future-proof, giving them more defense, tanking, and things like that. Okay, so now we don't have Fierce Battle, so there's nothing really to go back on at this point. It's all going to be sheer output versus the restriction of the event. So 650k, yeah, you're going to see them not really do that much damage anymore. But 2.3 million attack, I have not paid attention at all to the attack stats, just because it's been very inconsequential, to be honest. All right, 40 damage, nice. Okay, he's going to get a crit normal. Can we get a super? Of course not. Okay, so at this point, I mean, it's all but certain, because this is basically the best rotation for Gohan offensively anyway. The LR Gohan, that is. So we're going to go for that. Only thing he's missing here, I guess, is Super Saiyan, but it is what it is. Ha! I don't know. Maybe Gohan here finishes it off. I think he will, actually, to be honest. Type advantage and all. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, maybe he finishes it, and he did. I figured. I figured. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, this has been a long video. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you guys did enjoy this. Hit that subscribe button if you happen to be new. Again, make sure you answer in the comments your team that you can build at this point that can basically have the most HP out of all of them. So anyways, have an awesome day. Take it easy. I'll catch you guys in the next Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, guys.